Welcome back to Oxen Radio. It's your girl Moresha here, and I have a special guest in the building. Oritsé Williams is here, and he's the king of Afro Island sounds, and I love it that you're here with me today.
Thank you so much. Wow, what an introduction. I mean,
yeah.
I'm extremely humbled.
Of course, you coined that term, I feel.
Yes,
Haven't really heard that before.
Absolutely.
So let's call you that. Let's run with it, all right?
Yeah, it's just literally a fusion of my heritage, my culture, my upbringing. And I just kind of want to flex that, on my music and on my records, for sure.
As you should. What artist would have to release an album to break the internet?
I mean, I'm going to have to say R.I.P., but it's D'Angelo.
Oh, God, that just made me so sad.
I just feel like he's got so much music in the locker that was never released. I loved his last album, Black Messiah.
Same.
And some of those songs, like a song called Unshaken, really got me through a lot of, tough times, to be honest with you. So God bless and rest in power to the king, the legend, D'Angelo.
That was a sad one. When I saw it, I was like, nah, there's no way.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
There's no way.
Yeah.
So he's a big inspiration of yours.
Yeah, massively, in the London sound, I grew up around a lot of like neo soul, kind of R&B, jazz musicians. So my early days in the UK was I was very immersed by the sounds of like Floetry and D'Angelo and Bilal and anything from Jay Dilla. That was really me. And then as I kind of moved around the world, I started to open up my musical palette to African music, to Caribbean music, whether it be calypso, soca, but all the way to obviously reggae, bashment, dancehall, ragga. And then obviously R&B. So it's been, I'm a lover of music.
And I think you can hear that in your music, that you sort of blend things, and also with your past music, that you have a good feeling for what good music is.
Thank you so much.
And that comes across really well.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Yeah, so we're going to play some of your music. We're going to introduce the listeners to some of your music with a Bad Girl Anthem.
Come on now.
Bad Girl Anthem, and that's a big tune. Tell me a little bit about how this song came about.
If I explain to you the whole journey of the song, you won't believe it. I'm going to try and give you a short snippet.
Please.
So essentially, I have a brethren in Sweden called Santiago. He was like, Orisha, I'm loving what you're doing musically, and he said, I need you to come out to Sweden and we need to write together. And he's a good friend of mine, So I said, say no more. I literally booked my ticket, got to Sweden and just started writing songs. We just started writing, and we just wanted to write a song that was kind of empowering for females, that really kind of allowed us as also men to be able to celebrate, our women, from their swagger to their attitude to
we love that.
Do you know what I mean?
Important.
Do you know what I mean? All that you are.
Yes.
So, which is great. And for girls when they're getting ready, do you know what I mean, to go out, and it makes them feel good. So it's been beautiful to see even the response in the comments that people have really taken that from the song.
It is an empowering song, and it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's lighthearted, but you still feel like a bad girl, really and truly.
Come on now.
What does being a bad girl mean to you?
It just means, being unapologetically yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's like, this is who I am. And also I feel like with the bad girls that they ride out, do you know what I mean, for their partners, one of them ones. Like, my wife certainly, what I'm saying, she's my ride or die. We're there for each other, So for me, it's like, yeah, man, like bad girls all over the world. This one's for you.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We need it. Sometimes we need the uplifting fun songs, because a lot of, especially in the dancehall realm, can be very rude. I love dancehall, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you're like, you listen twice. Those songs that you can't listen to with your aunties, where they shriek when they hear the lyrics. So it's nice to have songs that uplift women instead of, degrading it. Not that I mind it really, because music is music, so you don't have to take it personally.
I agree with you, and for me, it's like, as a black male singer, I want to bring back that whole vibe of, empowering women through music, of courting and loving on our women through music. I that hasn't died for me. You know, I don't need to be, you know, slick to, you know, or too slick to talk about women in the most beautiful way possible. You know, and a lot of people feel like they have to be this or they have to be that for the trends and for you know, sparking, I guess, reaction, you know, in the social media domain. And I'm just like, well, actually, no, I'm going to do the opposite. You know, my heroes, my inspirations, you know, they always spoke, you know, very eloquently, and also just kind of, you know, songwriting, man. Like they just spoke slickly about women, and women will go crazy for them. You know,
it's true.
So,
it's true. The '90s R&B.
Come on now.
We need the men back on the streets in the rain.
Yeah, man.
Lining after their women. We need that. We need that.
Sure.
Honestly, we miss that kind of
on
music.
our knees.
Exactly. Please.
Singing. So, you know that real singing.
Exactly, up to the
like
window.
Casey, like, you know,
That's
Casey
the vibe we need.
singing.
Bring back
Bobby Womack.
Exactly. That would be amazing. You working now as a solo artist.
Yeah.
How is it compared to working with a group?
I mean, it's very different. You know, it's absolutely very different. With the group, what I learned pop music, right? Yeah. So I learned like pop R&B music, and I was constantly in study, like 24/7. And you know, that was really beautiful for me because I put the group together. I had the idea originally when I was living in Nigeria, and I was seeing all these male vocal harmony groups. I never actually thought that I was going to be in the group. I just thought I was going to manage the group and write songs for the group. Okay. And then I ended up deciding to put myself in it just because of
Good shout.
certain things. and then now it's kind of, I've now arrived at this place now where I'm finally doing my thing, you know, which is incredible. And, you know, with what I'm doing, I'm a solo independent artist, you know. I don't have any kind of major label behind me that's kind of dictating to me what I should be singing, the music I should be making, and what I should be writing and how I should be writing. I'm just flexing how I want to flex. And, you know, it's going to be, for some people, it's definitely, it boggles their head because they're like, oh, yo, he used to be doing this Everybody Love and Beat Against stuff. And now he's doing like Language and Bad Gal Anthem and, you know what I mean, and Showdown and Sober and, you know, working with Bella Schmurder and AO Beats and Style OG and Fanatics and I've Warrendale and Pusha T with Waterline and all these things.
Very different
but
sounds.
I'm just expressing myself, you know, without any kind of filter, man. Like, this is who I am, no limitations, and I'm going to make music that I still believe in the power of music, and so I'm going to continue to make music.
How does it feel now having that freedom to do as you please?
Feels amazing, and what's amazing is that I get to tour with a group and still enjoy, you know, all of those memories that we had for so many years, and at the same time I get to, you know, I performed on the main stage at Notting Hill Carnival for the last 3 years now.
Oh wow!
Actually, yeah, which has been
Wait, what
incredible.
stage?
The Mastermind stage.
Oh, I never can find anything when I'm at Carnival.
Yeah,
Every year I get lost.
That's by the roundabout by the Sainsbury's.
Okay.
And then I was on the Afro-Caribbean stage at the first UK South by Southwest.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's just like, I mean, there's so much other things, you know. I got chosen to perform alongside Craig David on the festival where it was just Craig and it was me. Like there was no one else. I mean, that blew my mind. It was iconic because, you know, Craig is like the king of UK R&B in my
100%.
mind. And so for me, it's like, wow, you know, like something's happening now. I'm seeing something happen. You know, the journey's been long. It's been gradual, but actually something is manifesting and I'm seeing it now. Yeah. You know, a few years ago, maybe I wouldn't have been asked to perform, you know, on Craig David's TS5 stage. But you know, he pulled up on me and was like, like, I love what you're doing, man. You're just being yourself. And that just, you know, people are seeing it. Because sometimes you feel like when you're making your own, you know, music and you're a solo independent artist, you kind of feel like only you're seeing it. Yeah. You know, it feels a lot of the time like, oh, well, nobody else is seeing what I'm doing.
Efforts,
yeah, the efforts or anything like that. And, you know, but that's okay, you know, because timing's everything, right?
We
can't
you have
rush.
To be consistent, and you have to put in the work. And it's
Absolutely.
part of the game. It's also part of the fun. It's part of the process, and we love that.
Absolutely.
How is it now from going to like that? You now make more Afro-Caribbean music, and you used to make pop music. How's the process different to making those different genres of music?
To be honest with you, when I was making like the pop R&B music, I was out of my comfort zone. I was trying to figure myself out within that musical space. I was trying to figure out how I contribute to the group because, you know, I'll be honest with you, There was times where I had producers saying your voice is a bit too soulful.
Yeah, I read about that, and I'm like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, because they wanted that pop sound that was very Justin Bieber-ish. My voice don't sound like Justin Bieber, like
no, it doesn't have to. That's the thing.
Do you know what I'm saying? But now where we are in the world, like, you know, people are embracing more kind of soulful, you know, rhythm and blues, you know, Afro-Caribbean sounds, and it's not because of that why I've decided to go down the lane I've gone in. It's because actually, it's just been this kind of organic, natural journey that I've found myself after writing and writing and writing. You know, people say, Oritsé, right, there's no one that can beat Oritsé with the amount of times he's in the studio. Because I'm always in the studio.
Putting in the work.
I'm always writing. And if I'm not in the studio, I'm writing in my house. Like, I'm annoying my wife because at 5 a.m, I've got an idea and I'm recording it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm always writing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, through that process of writing, I just arrived to where I am now. And it's beautiful because now I just go into the studio and I just have fun. Like, I'm not even thinking.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
It's authentic.
I just pull up in the studio and me and whoever's in there, producer or some of my boys, you know, shout out to people like Malogo, Santiago, you know, some of my collaborators, you know, we just have fun, man. We just write songs and just enjoy ourselves. Yeah. It's so easy now because
that's how you know that it's authentic to you, the ease of it. Yeah. And if you can work easily with other people, it just shows this is what I'm meant to do. Yeah. I think when things come easy to you, you know, like I'm on the right path.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's how I see life because you never know. You know, you put in so much work and sometimes it feels so rigid because you know, it's sort of God telling you this is not your thing.
Yeah.
But if everything comes to you, no, I'm not saying easily because clearly you're putting in the work.
Yeah.
But if it comes to you and you feel like, okay, something's happening, things are shifting around me, then you know you're doing something right.
For sure. And, you know, sometimes I think to myself, I look back and I go, do I wish like things happened faster? You know? And I say to myself, well, actually, no, because God's timing for me is God's timing for me. And this is where I'm supposed to be at this particular time. So it's not about speed, it's about it being right. And I think what people have seen is that although I've come from obviously a big band, like group, right? That Oritsé really loves this thing because he wouldn't be doing music still, right? If he didn't truly love it. Yeah. Because a lot of people obviously, you know, after groups, they go into different fields, right? Which is great. You know, because the music is, you know, it gets heavy sometimes, right? But I'm a musician, man. I'm an artist. You know, I always will be. I live and die by musicianship. You know, it's my passion, my deep passion, and I can't ever stop being a musician.
What do you think it takes to find your sound? I know you said this was always sort of the music that you loved and grew up with. Yeah. But surely it's still hard to sort of identify what is right for you. How is that process?
I think you just got to keep writing songs. For me, I've written not only hundreds of songs, thousands of songs, right? And I think I just found this place very naturally. And I was just like, yeah, man, this feels good to me. And it's not saying that also I'm boxing myself in because I'm going to flex, you know what I mean? You know, within, you know, this kind of sound that I make and I've kind of put a stamp on. Sometimes it might sound a little bit more R&B, emotional, and sometimes it might sound a little bit more Afro or you know, bring through the West Indian you know, nuances. So for me, I just kind of I'm just enjoying myself. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I'm enjoying seeing fans all over the world on TikTok dancing and having fun to my music. It's incredible, and I think, like, in this day and age, like, TikTok was never around when, you know, I was doing the group stuff. And I've seen how amazing TikTok has been for my music in particular. It just, I don't know, people just seem to really enjoy doing videos to it. And it's been great. Yeah.
So you think TikTok is a good thing for musicians?
Man, it's for me, in my solo chapter, it's been a game changer. Okay. Without TikTok, I don't think I would have kind of being able to build to the point that I'm at now. TikTok has been a game changer for me. It's been crucial, actually. Yeah,
because a lot of musicians that I interview, they hate it. They absolutely despise that they have to be like a content creator and an artist. Yeah. But this is from people like who've started making music maybe 5 years ago, max 10 years ago. So it's interesting to hear your perspective of having not have had that opportunity at all back in the day compared to now where you can sort of use all these tools to further your career. But I do understand the frustration that you have to be a content creator. Sometimes, do you ever feel like you just want to focus on the music without all the other shabab?
Yes, but I do understand that I am a content creator as well as an artist now, and I've had to embrace that. And actually just seeing me kind of take control of my own campaigns, right, has been the most rewarding thing. That's cool. So I kind of look at it differently, where I'm like, let's not resent the very thing where you can actually have your own independence and be liberated, you know.
That's true. That's a good outlook.
So that's how I see it.
That's a good outlook to have because it does give a lot of opportunities too. Cool. Before we wrap this up, we're going to do some quick fire questions.
Come on now.
10 quick fire questions.
Let's get it.
Just answer first thing that comes to mind. Don't think about it too much. Okay. And one word to describe your sounds.
I mean, you know it's 3, but...
Okay, we can go with the 3.
Okay, Afro Island sounds.
Cool, we'll take it. What's on repeat right now?
Leon Thomas and the Sasha Keeble record.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
What's the first album you ever bought?
I feel like it might have been this one.
Ooh, the Score Fugees. He's repping it hard on the T-shirt. I do need that T-shirt while we're talking about it.
Everyone wants a T-shirt.
Of course we do. Of course we do. If you could only listen to one genre for the rest of the time, what would it be?
I'm going to just say black music.
That's so vague. That's everything. That is literally everything. Fair. We'll have to take it. Do you prefer an album or a playlist?
Album.
What artist would you love to see live?
Bob Marley.
Ooh, good one. Best concert you've ever been to?
I was very impressed by the Lauryn Hill Miseducation concert.
The
anniversary concert. Honestly,
I'm jealous.
I was pretty much crying. I was crying throughout.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Dream collaboration.
Not Lauryn Hill.
Fair.
But Damian Marley.
Also really good.
Damian Marley. Yeah. I love Damian's music.
Yeah, same. What's more powerful, the lyrics or the vibe?
The vibe, for sure.
And last but not least, what's your music hot take?
That my music, has been a reflection of my upbringing. A lot of people may not know, but I grew up between Africa, the Caribbean, and the UK. So what you hear is a reflection of that.
Yeah, I like that. And yeah, it's very clear, especially if you do a little research, you sort of know your background. It's like, this music makes sense.
Come on now.
Where can people follow you, find you?
Come on now. Go to my TikTok, Oritsé Williams. That's Oritse Williams. Or go to my Instagram, which is Oritsé Music, Oritse Music.
Cool. Follow Oritsé Williams' socials. More importantly, follow the music because you don't want to miss out on the bangers he's about to release.
Yeah, man.
He's being a bit secretive, but that's fine. We'll just have to keep our eyes on him and our ears on the music.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Good vibes, good energy.
And
Moresha,
I can't wait. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I can't wait to see what's to come from you.